This is not just a video, it's a calling. You've always felt a little out of place. Not broken, not weak, just different. The world said you were too quiet, too intense, too lost in thought. But what if you weren't lost? What if you were just chosen before you even knew what that meant? Welcome to Chill Then Conquer, the space where quiet warriors awaken and where forgotten men remember why they were set apart. If you're here, it's not an accident, because this isn't for everyone. This is for the ones who feel the pressure building in their bones, who sense that they were never meant to blend in, but to rise, silently and unmistakably. Let's begin with the first signs, the ones that whisper in your life when everyone else is too loud to hear them. Sign 1. You never fit the mold, even when you tried. You played the game. You followed the rules. You did what you were told, smiled when you didn't want to, shrank yourself to be liked. And still, something inside you resisted. Not because you're rebellious, but because you were never meant to be shaped by shallow hands. Other people bend easily. You break before you bend. Because somewhere in your bones you knew, if I become what they want, I'll lose what I truly am. That's not dysfunction. That's a signature. The first mark of the chosen. You were never comfortable in imitation. Sign 2. You carry a silent weight. It's not depression. It's not anxiety. It's not some clinical label. It's something deeper. A burden without words. A feeling that you're carrying something, a truth, a mission, but it hasn't fully revealed itself yet. You feel it in crowds, that urge to withdraw. You feel it in conversations, that boredom with surface talk. You feel it when you wake up, that quiet voice that says, not yet, but soon. This weight is not a curse. It's a signal. Because chosen ones carry something the world doesn't understand. Not yet. Sign 3. Your mind wanders toward depth while others float. You're not interested in gossip, in trends, in shallow popularity. You want truth. You want to understand power, love, death, meaning. You want to break the surface and dive into the depths. Others laugh at your intensity. They say you're too serious, that you think too much. But here's the truth. The surface is where the masses live. The depths are where legends are born. And you were made for the depths. This need to understand, to observe, to decode the world. It's not a flaw. It's an ancient signal. A pattern passed down through minds built not for comfort, but for command. Sign 4. You feel the pull of something that has no name. You don't want a normal life. You crave something you can't quite define. It's not just success. It's not just wealth. It's not just love. It's something larger, something calling. Like you were born to stand before a fire the world forgot and remember it. Not for applause, not for fame, but because your soul knows. There's more. There's always more, and I must find it. And this calling, it doesn't shout, it whispers. Only those attuned to the silence ever hear it. Ending of part 1, the question that turns. So maybe you're not like them. Maybe you're not supposed to be. Maybe every feeling of disconnection, every moment of confusion, every quiet refusal to become like the rest wasn't failure, it was evidence. That something inside you is ancient, rare, and ready. So now the question is, what will you do with what you carry? Because in Chain 2, we'll unlock the truth behind your pain. Why it was meant to hurt, and why the darkest parts of your path may be the greatest proofs of your calling. Chain 2. The Marked One. Why you were chosen, and why it hurts. Every scar hides a symbol. Every wound, a key. You didn't stumble into pain. It wasn't random. The betrayal, the isolation, the feeling that you always had to walk alone. You thought it was punishment, but what if it was training? Pain is the branding iron of the chosen. Not everyone is chosen, and not everyone could survive what you did. The sleepless nights, the disappointments that broke your chest, the rejections that felt like a blade in your back. They weren't just struggles, they were symbols. The gods, or fate, or the silent force that shapes real men, don't send warriors into battle without their armor. And your pain? That was the forge. It didn't destroy you. It revealed you. You didn't break. You bent, burned, bled, and then you stood up. And that's what separates you. That's why you feel different. Because you are. Your darkness was not meant to kill you, but to refine you. The loneliness? It taught you how to hear your own voice. The betrayals? They taught you who you're not. The silence? It gave birth to your presence. You walked through shadows and didn't know why no one came to save you. But here's the truth. You weren't abandoned. You were being summoned. And that's why the pain wouldn't go away. It didn't want you to forget. It wanted you to transform. The real ones are always misunderstood first. People don't get you. They don't understand your silence, your stillness, your detachment from drama. And they never will, because they were built to follow patterns. But you were born to break them. That's why your energy feels strange to the world. It's not chaotic. It's unreadable. And the unreadable man, he holds power. Because no one knows what he's becoming until it's already too late to stop him. You were hidden for a reason. While others danced for attention, you faded into the background. While others demanded recognition, you listened, studied, sharpened. You thought you were being left behind, but you weren't. You were being prepared. Prepared in silence, so that when your time comes, you won't have to speak loudly. Your presence will explain everything. When the marked ones rise, they don't ask for a seat at the table. They build a new one and bring fire with them, closing the chain, but not the journey. So, now you understand the reason for the ache, the fire that never went out, the dreams that refused to die. They were never random. They were part of the blueprint, written before you even opened your eyes to this world. And now you're not wondering if you're different. You're starting to remember why. So, take that memory, that ancient pull in your bones, and let it become a flame. Because in the next chain, we'll go even deeper. What separates the chosen from the forgotten? What do they do differently when the world tries to tame them? If something in this awakened your memory, if it spoke to the part of you you've been trying to explain for years, then don't just scroll away. Subscribe to the channel. Chill, then conquer. This is only the beginning. We don't post noise. We post blueprints. And this path, it's not just about attracting others. It's about remembering the man you were always becoming. And now the final question that must echo in your mind. What if your pain wasn't a curse, but a secret doorway? And what if everything you've suffered was just proof that you're not meant to live like the rest of them? See you in the next chain, warrior.